thanks for joining me today to talk a little bit about the market and what's happening at Liberty Latin America and how you guys are handling some of the COVID-19 crisis that's going on and what's the impact on the business. Maybe there are some positives to take out of it. So thanks for joining. For everybody who's listening, can you just give a quick overview of your position in Latin America, for Liberty Latin America?
Oh, absolutely. Well, thank you, Matt. Thank you for having me. I currently run product development for Liberty Latin America, focused on mobile and B2B products. And in terms of mobile, we have operations in 19 countries, 18 where we own the network, and one in Benu in Chile. And we're in the process of completing the acquisition of AT&T in Puerto Rico and US Virgin Islands. Very excited about that mobile acquisition, fantastic asset coming to us. And on the B2B side, we're in about almost 30 countries. We cover all the countries where we have a mobile network, but we also cover the entirety of Central America, Colombia, Dominican Republic, just to name a few. And basically I do everything from concept all the way to getting the product to launch. And on the B2B side, we look at everything from connectivity all the way up to cloud services, including security, communication, collaboration, obviously on the cloud and data services, infrastructure as a service, disaster recovery as a service, which is one of our really strong offerings.
Okay, that's quite a lot of responsibility there. Yeah. So how's the pandemic sort of impacted your approach to customer delivery? What type of things are you looking at?
So as a first step, the pandemic obviously had a significant impact on our business, especially on the B2B side, given that we operate in many Caribbean jurisdictions that depend on hospitality. Obviously, with a pandemic, hospitality grinds to a halt, and that has had a significant impact on that side of the business. Having said that, it also has accelerated the adoption of fixed connectivity, especially since the pandemic started. We started moving into working from home. As a matter of fact, you and I are both from our homes, collaborating right, and having this conversation. And we're innovating significantly and accelerating our innovation to enable consumers and enterprises to work from home, collaborate from home, and basically extend their offices into the household. It also has enabled us to relook at the business and start our transformation, accelerate our transformation, which is probably a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we get to accelerate a lot of these changes that would have taken us years.
Right, so goes on to another question here. So the adjustments or pivots that you made to address the challenges there, that's shifting some of the business over into some other markets or opportunities.
Oh, absolutely. And also one of the things that we saw is, customers want to have, especially on the product side, want to have solutions that are self-service, that are over the top, that they can pay and activate, start using right away. And so we shifted, especially on the B2B side, where a lot of the solutions were very enterprise heavy. You needed to send somebody, you needed to assess, where we've pivoted aggressively into enabling some of those services that were adaptable to making them completely over the top, running on our network. We've leveraged some of our partners to enable additional services and additional facilities to facilitate working from home and enabling enterprises to enable their employees to work from home.
Yeah, so that's now you have to build in some flexibility, but talking a little bit about flexibility, I know making changes obviously in any type of networks is not easy, but how has our platform on the Benu side's flexibility impacted your ability to make changes quickly, rapidly, and sort of in an agile environment?
It has been tremendous, I must say, and I don't say that lightly. But it has enabled us. One of the big challenges that with the pandemic is that sending installers into the house is a challenge. People just don't want somebody else coming into their house for the risk of infection. And enabling services through the cloud, in the cloud, using the Benu platform has been of tremendous value to not only enabling working from home products, but also extending and offloading mobile capacity using community Wi-Fi facilities in some of our markets.
Yeah, that's great. And then coming out of this, what would you like to see come out of Liberty Latin America and the markets in the next few years? I know you have, first of all, you guys are very aggressive in the market, but I know you also personally have some visions around where you're going.
We see ourselves very well positioned on a post-COVID world, especially from a product perspective. I think we've pivoted in the right direction. We've seen the trends and adapted our offerings and our propositions to leverage what we have in place and provide incredible value to customers without having to deploy significant physical assets in the customer premises, and obviously leveraging our state-of-the-art networks, and obviously leveraging as well partners like Benu to introduce newer solutions that make our value proposition extremely attractive for businesses and consumers alike.
Great, yeah. So we obviously want to support you guys as best possible. Our teams are working long hours to make sure we can provide a great support and continue to innovate on the product line. So Amilkar, thanks for joining today and sharing your vision and the happenings at Liberty Latin America.
Thank you, Matt, and thank you to the Benu team. You've been a very good partner, and we look forward to working with you in the near and long future. Have a good day.